Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the BFS Fishing Channel. And in this video, we're going to be going over a new rod that I've got, and it is the Purelure Zero. Now this rod was sent to me free for unbiased review by Purelure themselves, very graciously. And I've finally gotten enough time to actually take it out and get some use out of it. And I was lucky enough to get into some fish today. And so we'll go over the specs right now, and then I'll just shoot you guys right over to the action. But let's get some specs on this. So this rod is a 7.62, so it's a 7.5 foot 2-piece rod. Purelure rates this as an extra fast action, and I got to say that it is pretty close. I think it's like an extra fast action. They are using a Torre blank for this rod. If you look at the handle, it is a monocoque handle. You've got a very hard EVA foam foregrip, and then kind of a generic reel seat. The grip on this, or the trigger on this, is a little bit on the flat side, so some of you guys might not like that. It's not the standard Fuji style. They are using an unfinished carbon fiber look, so if you like that, then this will be the right rod for you, maybe. And then it's kind of got this bare blank exposed material that's supposed to give you a little bit more sensitivity. Now, speaking to sensitivity, this rod does have a solid tip. And so it's got about, I want to say it's a little bit over 12 inches. So maybe about 13, 14 inches worth of a solid tip. And it's interesting. I'm not very well versed with solid tip rods, but I've kind of accumulated quite a few, and so I will be doing more reviews on this style rod. So this rod is actually supposed to be meant for odging, but you know, odging is really just BFS with a very long rod, very ultralight or light, and very sensitive, so that you can catch aji, which are, you know, small horse mackerel fish that the Japanese love to fish for. With solid tip rods, the sensitivity is not going to be as good as a tubular tip. Comparatively, it's not going to be as good. But what I found is that, you know, at least when I was fishing today, the fish seemed to hook themselves with this solid tip. And so it was kind of interesting setting the hook, because the fish would already have hook themselves, and then I would be kind of just ensuring that the hook was set. But as you can see here, they've got orange wrappings on some of the guides so that you can actually see it, because it's not nearly as sensitive. They are using Fuji A guides, and there's a total of 11 of them. I would have liked to see more, though I kind of noticed hearing some line tension when I was fishing. And so I didn't get a chance to kind of look close enough to see if the line was actually touching the blank. But the blank, speaking to that, the blank is finished and is very smooth, so there's nothing really exposed or kind of abrasive for your line to kind of rub against. I will say that the butt of this rod blank is fairly thick, and that the overall weight is about 100 grams, and I'll go ahead and overlay a photo here. Yeah, I would say that comparatively, this rod kind of is it sits heavier than the Tsurunoya Elf Ajing 752, and I'll do a review on that rod as well. That's also a really, really nice Ajing style rod. And then I have a few others. I just got one in from John Koo, which I will probably be testing next. I have the Tsurunoya Dexterity 1 as well to test, and also the Ace Hawk AG Venom 7-foot 3-piece rod is basically another Ajing style rod as well. So we'll get into those rods, as well as some other styles as well. Yeah, I guess this is going to do it for this portion of the video. The wrappings are quite good. The resin work is very, very good. The build quality on this rod is, you know, second to none. And so, yeah, if you're looking for a rod that you want a little bit more power and you need to cast a little bit farther, then this might be the rod for you. Anyways, with that being said, let's get into the footage. There's going to be 3 fish, and we'll go ahead and get into it right now. So I'll see you there. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of a voiceover for this. We're going to get into the first fish here. Cast. Fast forwarding. Got to look at YouTube stats. All right, so if you noticed, the hook set was actually...
Oh, this is a decent one.
Kind of a self-hook set there. But, okay, I'm going to be quiet. I'll let you guys watch. All right, so listen carefully.
Okay.
You're going to hear those 4 pings, and those are kind of different to the drag clicker sound. And so what I think is happening is the line is taut or kind of stretched tight and then crossing over the blank where the rod is bending. It's causing those pings. I don't think it's a big deal, but you know, it could be better. All right, second fish is coming up. And look at that line go. Yeah, so that's kind of the self-hook set aspect of these solid tip rods. So the line, the fish doesn't really feel any kind of resistance, so it picks up the lure and kind of runs with it a little bit.
This is a good one.
But this was a pretty fun fight.
This is shaking head. Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. This is a good one.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about that drag clicker sound from the silver feather? It's pretty loud. At first, I didn't really like it, but I've actually grown to kind of enjoy it, actually. You know, I kind of prefer the Daiwa sounding and Shimano sounding drag clicker. It's kind of a softer click. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't land this fish, and you'll see why. It was, yeah. I don't know if it was a mistake on my part, but you'll see.
Oh no!
Gotta get that slow-mo. Yeah, so I think what happened was the fish, when I was pulling it up by the line, the other side of the mouth of the fish actually abraded the 4-pound leader that I was using, and it cut it right there.
Fish for having a hook in it.
Oh, what
now.
can you do?
Dang.
I need to carry a net. All right, so this is going to be a bluegill of all fish.
Oh.
And this fish absolutely smashed that K-Tech.
I have not caught a bluegill.
I thought it was a decent sized bass.
Here before. What? Nice.
But yeah, like I just said, I haven't caught a bluegill at this lake in a very long time, or if ever, actually. There used to be a lot more bluegill, but now it seems like they're kind of all gone. So it was good to see a really healthy looking bluegill that was this big. That's probably about 6-7 inches long right there. So not a bad size either. All right, guys. So that was it. That's the rod in action. As you can see, I kind of lost one fish. I think that fish was like a good 14-15 inch bass. Unfortunately, the leader decided to break right at the micro snap. Fortunately enough, the fish, I think just the hook was on like the upper kind of outer portion of the mouth, and so I don't think it's going to be too affected. Maybe somebody else will be able to catch it and get that hook removed, and that would be great. But yeah, the hooks I use are very small anyways, and so I don't think it's going to really affect the fish too much. But would have liked to have landed the fish anyways, to have removed the hook. Anyways, with that being said, if you've got any questions about this rod, if you have anything that you want me to look at or talk to you about, then please go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you like the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Peace.